Hello my dear students, this is my second vlog on my channel English Grammar Made Easy. In my last vlog, though it was an introductory one, I just said about the importance of learning English grammar, the basic concepts of English grammar, how much it is important in case of a verbal as well as written communication. And then I started a little bit and I just defined what is a sentence, and then I just started about nouns. So today in this vlog I will be telling more about nouns. I am Indira. I am a postgraduate from Calcutta University and I have been teaching students for the last 30 years. And teaching is my passion and I like to interact with my students, nurture them and be their mentor. And that's the reason I am just have started these vlogs. Now I hope that along with the students, the parents are also watching this video. And so it is my earnest request to them that if you like my way of teaching, then you please ask your children to watch this video. I'm sure that these vlogs will be beneficial for them. Okay, so let's start. See, today's topic is noun. This is the first part or the very basic thing of a English grammar, because in the last vlog what I mentioned is that a sentence, I told what a sentence is, and then the most important part of a sentence is a noun. See, as soon as you students will hear about nouns, you will say, ma'am, we have learned nouns from class 2, we have been taught nouns. Yes, I'm sure that you know about nouns, you know all the types of nouns also, but for you, this will be a revision exercise. And for those students who are just learning nouns at present, maybe from class 2 onwards, class 2, class 3 students, this vlog will be very beneficial for you. So, all of you must watch this video. Okay, so nouns. So what we know that nouns are all naming words. You name anything, this is a noun. Okay, so nouns are the naming words, the names of what? Animal, people, or even we can start with the people. Okay, then the places, people, places, animals and things. These are all nouns. Okay. Suppose I am in this room, I am making this video. So here what? People. Here I am here. Okay. So suppose I can say I am a woman. Place. It is a house. This is a place. Or I'm here. I stay in Noida. So I can say also this is Noida. Animals. See, I don't have any pets in my house, but you may have your pets like dogs and cats. So you can write here animals. Okay, I am just telling the names of the nouns, okay, in context to this, my room. Now things. If I come to the things, there are n number of things. See, for example, this board. So I can say this board, okay. Then I can say this pen, pencil, okay, fan, picture. And if I go on, the list is never ending. So these are all nouns. See, now these nouns, these type of nouns which we see in everyday life, okay, is very common, is called what? This is called a common noun. These nouns are called a common noun. You all know what is a common noun. So common nouns are what? Common nouns are people, places, animals and things. Okay, these are all common nouns. Now see, suppose my name is Indira. So when I am writing Indira, how will I write? I will start with I, capital I, then N-D-I-R-A. For example, Delhi, capital D-L-H-I, Delhi. Okay. So now see here, these are also nouns, but in these cases, I am starting with a capital letter. Why? Because these nouns are the particular names of people, places, animals and things. So when we speak of any particular places, particular nouns, that is called a, in case of a particular nouns, particular names rather, we can call it a proper noun. You will say, ma'am, we all know what is a proper noun, and always a proper noun starts with a capital letter. Yes, I know that you all know proper nouns, but what I find is that when I am teaching, that the students make a lot of mistakes when they are writing a creative writing or doing make sentences, in spite of knowing that a proper noun starts with a capital letter, but you start a proper noun with a small letter. So this is a serious mistake and please don't do it. Okay, so proper nouns. So we can now just name some of the proper nouns. For example, see, let us do it. Okay. For example, okay, people, that means names. Okay, suppose here I have written Indira. Now you write your names. Okay, I am telling, suppose I am writing a name of my students, Okay, Yuvraj. Like that. Places. So places, I stay in Noida. There are many friends from Kolkata. Okay. Mumbai. These are places. India. So these are the names of the name of a country, name of the cities, like that. This is a particular name. Now, what problem comes here, that is animals. See, you get confused with the names. Sometimes you think that a lion, a tiger, okay, a peacock is a proper noun. No. The lions, tigers, these all are common nouns, but if you put a particular, if you give a name to the animal, then it is a proper noun. You will this idea will be much more clear if I express this with respect to the dogs, because see, most of the many people nowadays have pets like dogs, So you name your puppies, like suppose I say Oreo, okay, Bubble. So these are the specific names. Okay, so this is the name of a dog. Suppose if you go to any national park, you will see where there are tigers. You will see the names of there are names of the tigers also. Suppose the name of a tiger is what shall I say, Basanti. Okay, so the names, particular names of the things. And in case of things, suppose in case of things, you can say, suppose you have gone to restaurant to eat snacks or pizza. Okay, so you will say it's Pizza Hut, then KFC, McDonald's. So these are the names of the restaurant. So any particular names is a proper noun. And most importantly, in all cases, I have started the names with a capital letter. So we must put capital letter while writing proper noun. The first letter must be a capital letter. See, other than this, so I will say here nouns. I'm writing here, first part we have learned about common noun. Next part I have done proper noun. Okay. Now there are two other main divisions. See, first to finish with common noun and proper noun, see in class 2 and class 3 levels, you will get a list of nouns. From there you have to find out the common nouns, you have to find out the proper nouns, or sometimes even you have to fill in the blanks with the common noun and a proper noun. So after watching my video, I will request you to open your own grammar books which you have, grammar books or worksheets, or even if you don't have, you download from the internet and you please solve the exercises. That will be very beneficial for you. Okay, other than common noun and proper noun, there is another noun called collective noun. Okay, see, the word itself tells the meaning. Collective. Collective word, this word comes from the word called collection, means group. Suppose if you look at the sky during the daytime, you will see a group of birds are flying. Okay, when you go for a safari in the forest, see, the first animals which we watch is a group of monkeys. Monkeys are very common in the forest. So monkeys. Or you will see a group of deer. They are grazing. So suppose there is an accident in the street. You will see a group of people there. So in all cases, these are a group of people, group of animals, like that. So instead of every time telling group, okay, this has a specific name. All these different types of individuals in a collection has a name. Okay, and that we have to memorize. So what is a collective noun? Collective noun is a group of individuals. It may be group of animals or birds or things, anything. And there are n number of collective nouns you will find in any books, any grammar books, but we have to memorize it slowly. Before I come to the examples of collective nouns, I just want to say that you may think that man is again telling collective noun, and what is the utility, what is the use, why shall I learn collective nouns, why shall I memorize collective nouns? See, first of all, if we want to write a good creative writing, suppose we are writing a paragraph or an essay, letter, whatever, instead of writing group every time, okay, we will use these collective nouns. It sounds very nice, very beautiful, okay. And also when you will be reading storybooks, you will see a wide use of collective nouns. So it is very beneficial if you learn the collective nouns. Not only beneficial, I will say, you have to learn collective nouns. For example, I will just give a very few examples of collective nouns, because I just told you a group of birds. Instead of telling a group of birds, we will say a flock of birds. Okay, it's a flock of birds. So here flock is a collective noun. Instead of telling group, we will say flock. Now next is, suppose I say sticks. You have seen sticks together. So I can say a bundle of sticks. Bundle. Bundle of sticks. Okay. See, we mostly have puppies in our homes. It's a cute thing, puppies. So suppose a man has a group of puppies together. So what he will say? I have a litter of puppies. Litter. Litter of puppies. Okay. Okay. Suppose a group of musicians, they are performing together. So what we will call a band of musicians. Band. Band of musicians. See, here only I can write a few, a handful of examples I can give, because otherwise the video will become very lengthy. So you can have you have a whole list of collective nouns, and they are very interesting also. See, suppose for example, now suppose you are going to somebody's house, or some guest has come to your house. The first thing which we gift is what? Flowers, flowers, very beautiful flowers. Even the winter is coming, we have so many different types of flower season flowers. So we say a bouquet of flowers, or my guest has given me a bouquet of flowers. So it's a bouquet. One more very common thing is that in every household we have keys. You will see your mother or your father or your parent or anyone, the elder people, they are managing the keys, because all the keys are very important part. So keys are always kept together. So what we call a bunch of keys. So these are the list of collective nouns. You don't have to memorize all the collective nouns together. At least 10 to 20 the important collective nouns you memorize, and slowly as days pass by, as you go from this lower class to higher class, you just go on memorizing. And even if also your teachers in your school will be giving you a list of collective nouns. So the third group is the collective noun. See, now when we are speaking of these common nouns, proper nouns or collective nouns, these nouns, we can touch this noun, touch these things, or which we can see. Suppose a boy, we can see a boy, we can touch a pen, pencil, eraser, dust, or whatever. So these nouns actually basically they falls in the group of concrete nouns. Concrete means which we can touch, which we can see, like that. And there is another group of noun, okay, that is called, that we cannot see or touch. Suppose your mother loves you very much, okay, mother is a person who loves us the most in this world. So mother, okay, love of mother. So love, can you see the love? No, we cannot touch it, but we can feel it. We can feel how much our mother loves us. Okay, for example, the state. Suppose you are in the state of childhood. So childhood, this is a state. This is a state of our entire life. Childhood, manhood, womanhood. So this is a state. So these all forms in the part called abstract nouns. Okay, there is no space over here. I am trying to write here. Okay, abstract noun. See, abstract noun is very, very important, and maybe from class 4 onwards, your teacher teaches you abstract nouns, and you have to also know how from other words, from other parts of speech, you convert into abstract nouns. So what I thought is that I will make a separate vlog on abstract nouns, all the different abstracts from the other words, how can you convert into abstract nouns. But not in this, today in this video, I will not be telling more about abstract nouns, but I can give you some examples of abstract nouns. For example, I can say freedom. Okay, to mention. Freedom comes from the word free. From free it is freedom. For example, another, because see, freedom, we can feel the freedom, you know. So being a child, you may not feel freedom. Suppose your parents are away and that is your freedom. You can do whatever you like. You can order from Swiggy, Zomato, you will eat. Okay, so you can watch movie, play video games, that is your freedom. So you can feel that, yes, today is our freedom. Parents are not here. No studies, like that. So we can feel the freedom. So that is an abstract noun. Friendship. Okay, you all know, you all have friends. So friendship comes from the word friends. So friend is friendship. So these things, you know, how to convert from other parts of speech, that is maybe a adjective or a common noun or a verb, to these abstract nouns. I will take a separate vlog for that. Okay, so these words, see, friendship, freedom, these are all abstract nouns. Okay, and this abstract noun is very, very important, because you will see later on, or maybe now also, when you are reading any books, okay, in your other subjects also, or when you are writing or you are reading any newspaper, any journal, magazine, wherever, these abstract nouns are widely used. So we must know these abstract nouns. Okay, so these are the 4 basic types of nouns. Okay, now I have forgotten to mention this one. I will again come back. See, in case of concrete nouns, there are some nouns which we can count, and there are some nouns which we cannot count. For example, suppose milk. Milk is a noun. Okay. Suppose water. Water is a noun. Okay. Pencil, it is also a noun. Books, it is also noun. But see here, in case of milk, water, can you count milk? No. You will say, ma'am, yes, we can count milk. Yes, of course you can count milk. If you pour the milk in glass, or if you pour the milk in bottle, we can say 1 glass of milk, 2 bottles of milk. If you pour water into any vessel, we say 1 glass of water. But otherwise, we can't count milk or water. And in case of pencil, book, see, if I open any pencil boxes of any of the students will say lots of pencils. You have so many books at home. You can count books. 1, 2, 3. I have so many books at home. I have so many pencils. So the nouns which we can count are, see, the word itself, you know, English grammar is otherwise very, very easy. Countable comes from the word which we can count. So these are all countable nouns. See, I am putting very small few examples so that you can understand very easily. If you, okay, and the words or the nouns which we cannot count are called uncountable nouns. Okay. Here, we have hair, na? If you, is it possible to count how many hair you have in your head? No, it is uncountable. So you have to understand, this is very easy. First you have to think, you have to give a thought that what are the things which we can count. Those are countable. Which we cannot count is uncountable. It's very easy. It's nothing, there is no difficulty in it. Okay. So here comes the countable nouns and the uncountable nouns. Okay. And I will be taking 2 more topics here regarding regarding these nouns. Okay. Now see here. In case of nouns, when we are speaking of nouns, okay, when there is a 1 number, okay, and when there is a many numbers, these things are very simple, and even a class 1 student knows it. So for a 1 number, for 1, or I can say write only 1, and other is more than 1. When we are speaking only 1 about 1 number, that is called a singular noun. And when we are speaking more than 1, we call it a plural noun. So according to the number, a noun is divided into 2 parts. One is a singular and the other is a plural. In this case, see, when we have to convert a singular noun to a plural noun, we have to follow certain rules, you know, and those rules are very easy. It's not the very difficult rules. Nothing is there, and automatically after some time you will get accustomed with those rules. Okay, but to start with, suppose first one is by adding simple s. With the singular noun, we will just add s to get this plural, you know. Very easy. Suppose we are all girl. So girl, singular is girl and many are girls. Just we are adding S after the noun. Okay. We are adding S. Acha, I will take a very interesting example because these are very boring, you know. Okay. Suppose pizza. Okay. Everybody like pizza. So what will be the plural? Pizzas. Okay. Understood? So we are simply adding S. Clear? Suppose I say book. In case of storybooks, it's interesting. No, I know that. The textbooks are very boring. Yes, I also know. So now book, it is books. So I am simply adding S to the singular to get a plural. Okay. Now the next thing, I am rubbing this part also because this board is very small. So I may use a bigger board later on. So now the next is by adding ES. With the singular, I am writing over here again singular, and see here it is plural. By adding after singular, we will add ES to get a plural. What type of nouns these will take ES to get plural? For example, the nouns which ends with CH. For example, say match. Matchbox in the match. That means which has a CH ending. So here it will be matches. Torch. We all know torch. Okay. This is torches. So here we are adding ES. ES. Clear? Next is if the words they have a ending with X. You know X. For example, box. Ending with X. It will become boxes. Fox. Foxes. Clear? Then suppose ending with double S. For example, moss. Okay, moss is a type of small, we'll see green plants which appear when there is too much of rain. We will see on the stones, on the pebbles, that is a moss. Okay, mosses. Clear? So I am adding ES. Achha, the words which end with O. Suppose potato. We may not like a potato, but we like French fries, you know. So potatoes. Whenever we go to any McD or KFC, we order these French fries along with other things. So potato becomes potatoes. Tomato will become tomatoes. So these are these endings like CH, X, double S, O, these all will take ES to form a plural word. Okay. Then the next rule is that if the word, okay, I am using a different color so that you can understand. I am giving a small just here. If the word ends with F or FE, for example, thief. The thief stole everything, thief, you know, it ends with F. So, when a word ends with F or FE in the singular, it will convert to VES. So, thief will be thieves. Many thieves. Okay. Next, calf. What is a calf? A baby cow. See here F. It is calves. Okay. Achha, these are all ending with F. Let us take another word which ends with FE. For example, knife. FE. It will become knives. Sorry. Knives. Clear? So, the words ending with F or FE will become VES in the plural. Okay, see. Achha, next there is no space, so I'm rubbing this one. Don't worry, when you will open your this grammar book, or if you don't want to open, if you just watch my video, you will remember, nothing to worry. And the one is that if there is Y at the end, okay, in case of a singular word, it will change to IES. For example, story. We all love to read story books. Story. It will become stories. Sorry, stories. Fairy. It will become fairies. Clear? So, they will take Y will change to IES. Very simple. So, you just learn the list of these nouns from singular to plural. I think that when you just go to class 3 and 4, automatically you learn the singular plural. So nothing to worry about that. So next there is also a list of words, okay, which has a different change, which doesn't follow all these rules. For example, see, so I am giving a here. For example, see, man, one man. If we say of many, what we say, men. So here, this is not following any other rules. Woman, women. Now, regarding this pronunciation, I will take a class, or I will make a video on this pronunciation. Very, very important, this part is pronunciation. It is not woman, it is women. So woman, women. Okay, child. One child, many children. So see, these plurals are automatically coming like that, okay, singular plurals. For example, foot, it is feet. Tooth is converting to teeth. There are also a few more. Okay, so these nouns, okay, when they are getting converted from a singular to plural, they don't follow the other rules. And also there are some other nouns which remain same both in case of singular as in cases of plural. Here lies the confusion, you know. When I go through the copies of the students, I find that the students, they get confused here. I am just coming here. Suppose deer, animal, okay, the most commonest animal when you go to any forest. Okay, deer will remain as deer, not deers. And I find many students that write deers. I have seen deers. No, deer, deer. Sheep. Okay, sheep give us wool, you know. This sheep will remain as sheep. I am just giving a very few examples here. So there are also some other nouns which remains same, which do not change when they are converted from a singular to plural. Okay, so this lies about the numbers. So when we speak of numbers, we will say we will learn about the singular and the plural. And today my last thing will be about the gender. See, okay, so gender is what? When we speak of a male, when we speak of a female. So see, when there are some nouns which are he nouns, which are she nouns, or there are also common gender nouns. So the he nouns, I will take here he nouns, the she nouns, and the common. Okay, this is called a gender. So he nouns, okay, I will write here he nouns are called masculine. Masculine. Okay, she nouns are called feminine. Feminine or feminine, okay. And these are common gender nouns. I will come to this part later on. Let us just focus on this masculine and feminine. Very easy. Okay, you all know. Still, I am just taking a revision of this. See, masculine. Okay, to start with the people. Okay, father, mother. So these are all nouns. This is a male noun. This is a female noun. Mother, father, mother, brother, sister. Okay, uncle, aunt, husband, wife, king, queen, nephew, niece, and there are many. Okay, go on. So these are the, in case of people, when we speak of the male part, when we speak of the female part. Okay, in case of the, see, if you take, I will just give a few examples in case of animals, you know. In case of animals, it is a bull. Bull is the male cow, and female it is cow. Okay, if you take a bird, okay, it is a peacock. We all know peacock. And the female part is peahen. There are list of these masculine and feminine. Now, in case of common gender, that means there are some nouns which can be either masculine or either feminine. Suppose you have gone to a place and have seen a lot of tourists over there. Tourists, you know, tourists. So, tourists can be either male or female. So, it is a common gender noun. In case of babies, okay. I'm writing babies. It can be a he or she. Okay. For example, cooks. Then guests. So there are many such nouns which are common gender. That means by this noun, by simply telling about guests, we do not imply either it is a masculine or feminine. So here comes the end of masculine and feminine. You will get a list of these masculine, feminine in your books. I just wanted to make you understand the concept that these are all nouns, these are all common nouns, and these, when we want to express the nouns in case of a he part, we use a masculine part. When we want to express in the she part, we write the feminine part, and when we use these type of words which are neither masculine nor feminine, these are called common genders. Okay, now there are other type of nouns also, like possessive nouns, that is the use of apostrophe. I will be taking a separate video blog for that. I will be making a separate video for that, but that will be little for the little higher class, maybe from class 5 onwards, because what I have found while teaching is that not a single student, they know the use of apostrophe properly. So I will be making a separate blog. So I am ending this vlog over here up to this. So today, to just make a summary of that, we have learned what is a noun. These are naming words and the different types of nouns. That is a common noun, proper noun, collective noun and abstract noun. We have just touched a bit about abstract nouns. Then we have come about we have known about what is a concrete noun. Then the nouns which we can count are called countable nouns, which we cannot count are uncountable nouns. And then when we want to mention about the numbers of nouns, we say about the singular, what is one, and more than one is plural. So we have to know a list of singular and plural nouns. And there are a list of rules also. And next is that when we want to express the nouns, suppose in the he way, that is in the male part, we have to know the masculine things, masculine gender, and for the she part it is a feminine gender, and for there are some nouns which can be expressed both as a male as well as female, that is a common gender. So friends, my dear students, I am ending this vlog here. Please watch my vlog, and the next vlog I will be coming, I will be see those videos on these abstract nouns and this apostrophe will come little later on. Because those are for the little higher classes, but since I am teaching the very basic concepts of this grammar, so maybe the next class I will be telling little bit of noun, and then I will be shifting to the next important word in a sentence which tells more about a noun. It is an adjective. Okay, so I am ending my video over here. I hope you have liked this video. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and you like it and you share it among your friends. And till then, bye bye. See you next time. Thank you.